look bad by your actions of stealing from people.
No, no.
You're
My
tarnishing
peoples are
your
already very
culture.
bad. Nobody is good. Nobody is good over here. Everybody's bad. To live in this world, you need to be bad.
Why? Is that what your God says? Is that what you pray to? Your God says that you need to be bad?
No, I don't believe in God.
Okay, well, who do you believe in?
Right now. Goodbye.
Well, there you have it, guys. Nothing like a good conversation. Until the next one. Peace.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, sir. How can I help you?
Okay, great. So I was driving and I had a missed call from this number.
All right, so you might have received a call from another department. Please help me with your first and last name so that I could check the purpose of the call.
Sure. My first name is Mike Shaw.
Mm-hmm. That's Mike Shaw.
Yes.
Mike, can I please put your call on hold just for a quick moment so that I could check the details?
Okay.
Thank you.
We are not able to take your call right now. Goodbye.
Social Security Administration Officer Ray O'Connor, how can I help you?
Hi, this is Mike Shaw. I was put on hold and we got disconnected.
I'm sorry, sir. Okay, to which officer you were talking to, sir?
I don't know. I don't know his name. He said he's going to check my details and we accidentally got disconnected.
Okay, so could you remember the name of that officer? When did you receive that call, sir?
I received it about 30 minutes ago and I was driving in my car and I wasn't able to answer the phone. So I called him back. He asked me for my name.
What's your name?
Do what?
What's your name, sir? Sir, what's your name?
My name is Mike Shaw.
Mike Shaw.
Mikeshaw. Huh?
All right, Mr. Shaw. So let me tell you that what happened yesterday. So help me with your first and last name along with your date of birth so that I can verify your exact details and let you know that why you were contacted today. So verify me your first name. That's what's that?
My first name is Mike, M-I-K-E.
Okay, Mr. Mike. And
Yes.
the last name is Shaw, S-H-A-W, right?
No,
right?
it's S-H Sam Henry A-W. Apple Whiskey.
Big,
S-H-A-W.
there's Apple. Yeah, that's what I said. Like, Shaw in the Fast and Furious. Shaw in the Fast and Furious, right?
I guess, yeah. I don't watch that stuff, but yeah. My kids do.
Yeah. Don't mind, but I'm a little bit funny, okay? I'm an investigation officer, but I investigate people like as my friend, okay?
Oh, okay.
So, no need to worry. This
Great.
is an investigation call. No need to worry. Let me give you some more details that why you were contacted today.
Okay.
So, Mr. Shaw, the reason you were contacted today was to inform you regarding some legal enforcement actions being filed on your Social Security. We have got an order from law enforcement agencies to suspend your social at this right moment because we have found many suspicious activities done on your social. So did you receive any calls or any notifications from your local authorities regarding this case?
No, I haven't. I haven't received any phone calls from anybody except for you guys. You're the only ones who's called. I haven't.
Alright,
My local authorities haven't called me or nothing.
Okay, so in that case, I have two options for you.
Okay.
Either I can go ahead and give you some more details regarding this case, Or else I can forward a file to your local authorities and they can take care of this matter. They can take care of this matter by going ahead with the legal procedure. So would you like me to read your case paper to you or shall I go ahead with the legal procedure, Mr. Shaw?
Well, yeah, you read it to me. I want to know more information. What's going on?
Okay. All right, Mr. Shaw, before I read your case paper, I would like to quick verify your identity because I need to make sure that I am talking to the right and correct person over this recorded line. So I need to quick verify your identity and match it over here. So can you verify me your date of birth?
Sure. My date of birth is
Hello?
05/22/1977.
Mr. Shaw, help me out with the last 4 digits of your social so that I can match it with the information I'm having in the case papers.
Sure. My last 4 digits is 8265.
All right, Mr. Shaw, now please give me a moment. Let me grab your case paper and I will be right back to you. So stay on the line. Make sure the line won't get disconnected, okay?
Yeah. Okay. I'll wait right here.
All right, Mr. Shaw, is still there?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Hello?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Mr. Shaw.
Hello?
Now please grab a pen and a piece of paper. After that, you have to write some important details regarding this case, like my name, my badge ID number, your case ID number, and your warrant number. The most important. So grab a pen and a piece of paper. When
Okay.
you're ready, you can let me know. You can say, Ray, I'm ready with a pen and a piece of paper. Go ahead, and I will go ahead with your case paper. Right?
Okay. Give me 1 second. Let me grab one.
Yeah, take your time, no problem. I'm on the line with you, so.
Okay. I'm good. I'm ready.
Okay, so are you ready?
Yes, sir.
So first of all, write down my name. This is Federal Investigation Officer. My name is Ray O'Connor with Federal Badge ID number ASSA0425.
Okay. What was your badge number again? I'm sorry. Okay.
That's ASSA0425.
0425. Okay.
Yeah, now write down your case ID number. Your case ID number is 67149.
67149.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
the case ID number. Hello, sir, can you hear me?
Yes. I can hear you. Can you hear me? I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
67149.
You got. Yeah, that's your case ID number. Write down case ID in front of it.
Okay. I'm gonna put just a CI for short, case ID. Okay, I got it. I'm good.
Okay, sir. So now write down your warrant number, the warrant which is issued under your name because of those criminal activities done on your social. So write down your warrant number. That
Okay.
is AU94290.
AU 94290. Right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
Yeah, that's correct. Now, Mr. Shaw, I would really appreciate you if you will not interrupt me while I'm giving you detail about your case. I will give you fair and enough chance to speak over this recorded line, and I will give you all of your answers, but when I will complete with my case papers. Am I clear?
Yes, sir. You're crystal clear. Go ahead.
So, your social security number has been found suspicious for criminal activities in the state of Texas. Have you ever been to the state of Texas before?
No.
No?
No.
So, as I can check here, you're from the state of Texas, right?
That's where I was born, is in the state of Texas. My parents live in Texas, so I guess technically, yes, I've been to Texas. Like,
So in which state are you right now?
right now, I'm in Oklahoma.
This is how the investigation works, sir. I asked you for where do you live. You live in the state of Texas. You said no, but as I can check here, you live in the state of Texas, Housetown, right?
Well, my cell phone number, the number that I'm calling you on, is from the state of Texas because my parents
Yeah.
live in Texas, and I'm on their cell phone plan,
Okay.
so that therefore it gives me
Okay.
a Texas phone number, but I don't live in Texas. Does that make sense?
Okay. So you have been visited to Texas before, right?
Yes, I have been to Texas before. Yes.
Have you ever been to the El Paso?
Not El Paso. I've been to Houston, but not El Paso.
Okay. So, all right. So let me proceed with the case paper. Let me tell you what exactly happened there. The investigation started when we found an abandoned car on the south border of Texas, and the car contained some blood and drug residues inside it. Hence, after investigation, we found that the car was rented on your name and on your personal social information on it. There were two addresses that were linked with the title of that vehicle. The first address is 3107 Hamilton Avenue, El Paso, Texas, with a zip code 79925. The second address is 10454 Springwood Drive, El Paso, Texas, with a zip code 79935. Miss, do you know these addresses?
No, I don't. I've never been to El Paso. I don't even know anybody who lives in El Paso.
You said your parents lived in El Paso, and now you're saying no one lives in El Paso. What are you saying?
No, I said my parents live in Houston. Houston.
Mr. Shaw, listen to me. This is a recorded line. These lines are being recorded by 3 federal agencies right now, and if you rely over this recorded line, these words can be used in your favor or in against of you, because this recording will be played inside the courthouse when the honorable judge will ask you about the situation. So, tell me what I was asking to you.
Okay. Can we start over? I'll tell you the truth. My parents live in Houston, Texas. I have
Okay.
never been to El Paso. I
But
don't
then-
even know anybody in El Paso. Okay.
All right, so let me tell you, there were 2 addresses that were linked with the title of that vehicle, which was recovered by DEA, and they have some blood stains and drug residues inside it. Hence, after investigation, we found that the car was rented on your name and on your personal social information on that renting form. So, have you ever rented a car before?
Yes, I have rented a car before. But not in
Okay.
Texas.
When did you rent the car?
I rented a car last
When
year.
did you rent the car, sir?
I rented one last year when I had my
Last year.
car accident. I had to rent a car while my other car was getting fixed.
Okay. So, sir, let me tell you, there were 2 addresses that were linked with the title of the vehicle. The first address is 3107 Hamilton Avenue, El Paso, Texas. And the second address is 10454 Springwood Drive, El Paso, Texas.
Hmm.
So, do you know these addresses?
No, I do not.
Alright, so let me tell you, both of these addresses were raided by the U.S. Marshals, but unfortunately there was no one inside the residence, but they recovered 22 pounds of cocaine and 16 pounds of heroin, which is an abusive drug, and some documentations from financial institutes such as Chase Bank, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Credit Union, and the documentations like checkbook, passbook, and the cashier check, and all those documentations has your name on it. and thousands of dollars are wired to the different drug trafficking countries like Mexico, Colombia, Nigeria, Afghanistan, Pakistan, and many more, which totally seems suspicious to us. That is the reason we as the Social Security Administration arrested our taxes. Has filed a case against you for drug trafficking and as well as money laundering. Now, if you have any questions regarding this case, you can ask me right now.
Yeah, I mean, that wasn't me. I didn't do that. I mean, how do I get my name off of it? What do I do? Because it wasn't me. I mean, do you want me to send you information, or what do I do to get my name off of it?
So, Mr. Shaw,
Yes.
you are saying that you are not the one who is behind all this criminal activity. So let me ask you a few questions. So, as here are the abandoned car that was recovered there. So, have you ever rented a car before?
Yes, yes. I rented a car when I had a car accident,
Is that
and
the-
then while it
is
was
that
being
the- is
fixed,
that the
I had to
Toyota
rent a
Corolla?
car.
Hold on, sir. Just answer my questions, okay? Don't
Okay.
interrupt me in between, sir. So let me tell you, it was the Toyota Corolla in red color, the car you rented.
No, no, it was a Mustang. It was a Ford Mustang.
Okay. See, Mr. Shaw, how many vehicles you have under your name?
How many what? Vehicles?
How many vehicles?
Vehicles?
vehicles.
I have one vehicle under my name.
That's what I said, vehicles.
Yes, I have one vehicle. One.
What is the make and model of that?
The make and model is a 2008 Honda Accord.
All right, Mr. Shaw, the second address that were... hello? Mr.
I'm
Shaw?
here. I can hear you. The second address.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Let me ask you the second question as, have you ever lost your identification somewhere in the past, like your social security number or your driver's license or anything like that?
No.
Have you ever tried to upload your personal information somewhere on the internet to get some loans or attractive credit cards like something?
Yeah, I did. I applied for loans online for when I bought my house. I had to get a loan for my house.
Okay.
So I did. I
okay.
applied online.
Okay, I got it, Mr. Shaw. See how many people have access to your personal social information.
Okay. Because I applied for a loan on the online.
I see. Let me ask you, do you live by your own or do you live with your family?
I live on my own. I'm single.
See, Mr. Mike, as I can check here are 12 plus bank accounts which are listed under your name from where thousands of dollars are wired to the different drug trafficking countries like Mexico and Colombia and Nigeria and many more. So are you dealing with those 12 bank accounts?
I don't have 12 bank accounts. No. I have 2 bank accounts.
How many bank...
I have
Okay.
2. I have 2 bank
What is the name of
accounts.
the bank you are dealing with right now? What is the name of your first bank?
The name of my first bank is Chase Bank.
All right. Hold on a moment, okay?
Okay.
Okay, let me differentiate between the real one and let me differentiate between the bogus one because as I can check here are 12 plus bank accounts that are listed under your name. That means there are 10 bogus accounts under your name. And in Chase Bank, I can
Are you
see
okay?
that you have four. Yeah, I'm okay. Don't worry. I'm having a little bit cough. So as I can check here, Mr. Shaw, that in the Chase Bank you have 7 checking account and 2 savings accounts. So how many checking account and how many saving account are you having there right now?
I have 1 checking and 1 savings It goes with it. So when I open up a checking account, they automatically give me a savings account. So it goes together.
You have only one checking and only one saving.
I only
As
have
can see
one
here,
bank account
here it is,
at
4
Chase Bank.
checking. Okay. So let me differentiate between between it. So what is the approximate balance in your checking one?
Approximately, it's like 4,000 in my
Yeah,
checking.
approximately.
Like 4,000.
Okay, and in the savings one?
My savings has like 3,000 in my savings. I haven't paid my bills this month yet.
Okay, 3,000. Okay, what is the name of your second bank?
My second bank is called World Bank.
Yeah.
World, WORLD, Bank.
Okay, which type of account do you have here, checking or saving?
In that bank, I have a checking and savings both. In that bank.
All right, so which type, what is the approximate balance in the checking one?
The approximate balance in that checking is like $1,000. It's not much in there.
I beg your pardon?
1,000.
Beg your pardon, sir, I cannot hear you.
Yes, no, it's like 1,000. Can you hear me?
Okay.
1,000.
Yeah, now I can hear you. And in the savings one?
And the savings is like 1,500.
All right. So, Mr. Mike, as my current orders are to suspend your social security number on immediate basis, but what I can do for you is I can give you a chance to talk to my chief investigation officer. You can have a word with him. Try your level best to explain him that you are not the one who is behind all these criminal activities. Someone else is using your identity and committing all this crime in the state of Texas, right?
I just told you that I didn't do it.
Yeah, because the government is thinking that you are the one who is behind all these criminal activities because your social security number was found suspicious there and all of your details was found there and all the evidences are against you. So that is the reason the government is thinking that you are the one who is behind all these criminal activities. So try your level best to explain your situation to him because he is the only authorized person for your case. He was handling your case from past 2 months. I have already sent him a mail from my side. Then he will be on the line with us soon. So till the time, let me ask you one more question. Do you have any credit card under your name?
Yes, yeah, I got a credit card. Who doesn't? Yeah, I got a MasterCard and American Express. Hello?
Yeah, I'm still there. Okay, see, Mr. Shaw, let me transfer your line to my chief investigation officer. You can have a word with him and try your level best to explain him your situation, that you are not the one who is behind all these criminal activities, so that he can, I'm not sure that he will help you or not because all the evidences are against you. If you can convince him that you are not the one, he will surely help you out.
What do
okay?
I need to get a
Let me transfer your
lawyer?
line to my chief investigation officer. No need to do anything. First of all, you need to have be online with me. Don't make sure the line won't get disconnected. Okay? Let me transfer your line. First of all, have a word with him. Then he will tell you what you have to do. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Shaw.
Okay.
Thank you for holding the line. Your line has been transferred to the Chief Investigation Officer. This is Officer Henry Wolves. How can I help you?
He said he was transferring me, and he said for me to plead my case to you the best I can so that I can get this warrant taken away.
Okay, and I do believe I'm speaking with Mr. Mike Shaw, right?
Correct. Uh-huh. That's what I was telling him. I didn't do any of this stuff.
First of all, hi, Mr. Shaw. How you doing?
Well, I would be doing better if I didn't have a warrant for my arrest. That's kind of disturbing.
Now, Mr. Shaw, before I move further with this conversation, can you help me out with the last four of your social security?
Sure, it's 8265.
Okay, and can you help me out with a date of birth?
My date of birth is 5/22/1977.
Okay, and may I know what's your occupation? What do you do for your living?
I'm retired.
And what did you used to do when you weren't retired?
When I wasn't retired, I worked in construction.
The construction, like as a management or as a construction
Yes.
laborer?
No, construction manager. Building chemical plants.
Okay. Okay. Now, Mr. Shaw, the thing is that today is the due date to represent your case papers in front of the court authorities. And this is not the first time when we are trying to contact you. We already tried to call you several times from the 1-800 number, the toll-free number of the government, but you didn't answer the phone. May I know why?
It's because I didn't recognize the number. So I'm sorry.
Okay. And Mr. Shaw, the thing is that, let me explain you what exactly is going on to be happen if this case goes in a legal way. 2 hours from now, your local sheriff officer is going to knock on your door with a legal arrest warrant. As soon as he will get you arrested, he will take you under the custody for 1 week at the Federal Corrections Center. After that, your case will be represented inside the courthouse for the charges of drug trafficking and as well as money laundering. Now, on the basis of the evidences, if the honorable judge found you guilty, then you have to pay the penalty of $92,711 to the court authorities.
Why so
As
much?
well as you will be facing a federal imprisonment for the time period of 9 years. Now, this is how the government is thinking to deal with your charges.
Yeah, but I
So
didn't do
you have
any
a
of this
lawyer
stuff.
who can represent you inside the courthouse. But your information has been founded behind all these crime scenarios, because when we investigated the abandoned car as well as when we investigated those addresses in the El Paso, Texas, we found out that your name and your information was used to do those illegal crimes in the state of Texas. So at the end of the day, the person who would be blamed for it would be you.
Okay. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but you have to understand what I'm saying is I didn't do any of it.
So how is it possible that your information is being compromised in the state of Texas for these kind of illegal crimes?
I don't know. Have you ever heard of identity theft?
What do you mean by heard of?
But that's what I'm
I've
saying.
investigated identification theft cases as well.
I mean, people steal your identity, then it looks like you did something that you didn't do.
Then in that situation, let me tell you this. I've been working for the department from the past 15 years. And in my career, I've seen a lot of cases like this. In some of the cases, what happens is that people sell their identity to the criminal organization to make some fast cash. But when they've been caught with those issues, at the end of the day, they claim that their identity is being stolen. And you're also claiming the same right now. So how can you make sure that you haven't sold your identity in terms to make some easy money?
Well, I don't know how to prove that. How do you prove it? I mean, I'll do whatever it takes to prove it, but I don't know. I mean, you're just gonna have to take my word for it that I would never do something like that.
Okay. So, Mr. Shaw, you mean to say that you're not the one who is behind all these illegal crimes, right?
No, I'll go drug test right now. I don't do drugs or anything like that.
No, it's not like taking a drug test to prove all these things.
Okay.
We know how to investigate it. So you don't teach me how to work.
I'm sorry. I just trying to convince you that I didn't do any of this.
Okay. So you mean to say that this could be a case of an identity theft, right?
No, it's not could be. It is a case of identity theft. And I don't know how to convince you that that's what it is. So I'm not trying to
But
tell
can I
you how to do
clarify
your
these things
job.
from my end? Because I don't know you personally.
Okay,
You
but I'm
are
not trying to
just a
tell you how
suspect
to
for
do
me
your
who is
job.
stuck in the charges for drug trafficking and as well as money laundering.
Okay, but I'm not telling you how to do your job. I'm just saying take into consideration that it could be identity theft, that I didn't really do this.
Yeah, I'm taking it into the consideration. That's why you are having a conversation with me right now. Otherwise, I'm an investigator. I won't be talking to you. This case is going to go ahead in a legal way within a couple of hours. But still, I'm talking to you because I'm considering the fact. Because you have the right to speech before we take you under the custody.
Right. And that's what I'm trying to say is you keep telling me I'm telling you how to do your job. I'm not. I'm trying to convince you that I didn't do this, that it's identity. But you told me that that's what everybody says. And why should you believe me? Well, I don't know why you should believe me, but I didn't do it.
Okay. So you mean to say that this could be this is a case of an identity theft? But Mr. Shaw, let me tell you that as of now, if we consider you as a victim, then the question which arises is that who the real suspect could be. Now it can be anyone, it can be in your friends, it can be in your family members, it can be in your neighbors, it could be any third party person.
Yeah,
So do you
that
have a
could be
doubt in
anybody.
anybody who could commit these kind of crimes?
I-
I'm
I-
asking to you that do you doubt on someone?
I think it's somebody else that committed the crime. So when I was talking to Mr. Ray O'Connor, you know, we were talking about because I went online to get a loan for my house. That when I entered in my social security number and my information, then that's how they got a hold of my number. And Mr. Connor, he believes me that I didn't do it, but he said I had to convince you.
See, Mr. Connor is just a representative working for the investigation department.
Yeah.
His part of job is to tell you the details about the case, but I am the investigator who is investigating a case from the past 2 months. Mr. Connor was not in the crime scenarios. I was in the crime scenarios, and I saw those crimes. And trust me, those crime scenarios were really horrible, like the addresses as well as that abandoned car with some blood stains and drug residues inside it. I believe this is some big criminal organization who are penalizing these kind of crimes in a drastic way in the state of Texas.
Okay.
That's why what we need from you is that we just need your cooperation and we need your answers by your honesty so that we can get to the bottom of the leak of this and we can save you from these kind of identification theft cases. So are you willing to cooperate with the government to find the real person?
Yes, I've been cooperating for 30 minutes.
It's not like being cooperative for a couple of minutes. You have to be cooperative and you have to be pretty confidential about the case details until and unless we get to the bottom of the leak of your identity, if it has been leaked.
Okay. Yes, I'm going to cooperate. I don't have a problem.
And would you be able to keep this case private until and unless we find out the real person behind this?
Yeah, who am I going to tell? I live by myself.
Okay. So in that situation, hold the line for a moment, Mr. Shaw, because I have to go ahead and talk with the authorities about it. I have to explain them about your personal views of this case, and I also have to explain them that this is the first time when you have been involved in all these kind of activities. And it will be really embarrassing for you if you will be arrested for drug trafficking and as well as money laundering, as you are a respected citizen of the society, right?
Well, of course I'm respected. I'm Mike Shaw. You don't
That's
know who
why
I
I
am.
have to go ahead and I have to talk with the authorities about it. But before I go ahead and talk with the authorities about it, I have a couple of questions to ask to you right about your asset. I just need to know that what information we have truly belongs to you and which one is the bogus one so that we can shut down the bogus accounts under your name.
Okay.
So let me ask you a few questions firstly.
Okay.
May I know, do you live in your own house or are you renting it?
I live in my own house.
And can you confirm your residential address where you live?
Yes, I can. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, it's 108
Mm-hmm.
5th Avenue Road,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
New Delhi, Delhi 110003.
Okay. I'm sorry, what's the address you just told? Can you repeat it again?
Sure, it's 108
Mm-hmm.
5th Avenue,
Yeah, 108.
5th Avenue
Yeah.
Road, okay. New Delhi, Delhi 110003.
Okay, it's in, you live in New Delhi?
Yes, I live in New Delhi, Delhi.
You live in New Delhi, so which side do you live? Do you live in Karol Bagh or you live in Lajpat Nagar?
And
Or you
Carl.
live in Saket, or you live in Faridabad, or you live in GB Road?
Yeah, well, I'm not going to tell you. So
Illegal
you
address,
send
yeah,
the
that's
the authorities to come and get me.
But I think you live right at the slums beside the GB Road, and your mom and your sisters are employed and at GB Road number 64. They're employed over there, right?
No.
They earn some hard cash by people like
No.
us who fuck them like hoes.
Hey, why don't you look up the address? It's a pet store. It's a pet
But
store.
Mr. Shaw, I like the way you're fooling me.
You like
but
that?
You know what? When I started talking to you, I was getting an impression that you're making me fool. Cause you know what? You told my previous idiot officer that you have a bank account with the World Bank.
Right,
You
that's
can't
in
even
New Delhi.
think to open a bank account in the World Bank. Do you even know? No.
It doesn't matter.
I have a bank account. But have you ever visited Delhi? Have you ever visited Delhi, Mr. Shaw?
No, I have not, and I have no intentions to.
But you know, I love Delhi. Delhi is our capital. Like in America, Washington is your central, right? Just like the same in India, Delhi is our capital, and it's the beautiful city. Trust me. A lot of Americans like you come over there and roam on the streets of Delhi.
Right.
And do you know how they look? They look very poor when they come to India.
So why
Like
don't you
in the
get why don't
movies
you
and in
get a
porn,
job
we
to
see
where you're
that
not
much sexy and
stealing?
horny actresses.
Why don't you get a job to
I
where
couldn't
you're
get
not
any
stealing
job, Mr.
money
Shaw.
from people?
Mr. Shaw, you know, I've tried a lot. Mr. Shaw, I've tried a lot, but I'm not getting any kind of job. That's why I started earning something from this profession.
It's
You
not a
know,
profession.
You have to
It's not a
earn some money
profession.
to feed yourself.
You know, if you get caught by the Indian
It is a
police, you can go to jail. You know this because it's illegal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but not that much long. Just for maybe 5 days or 6 days, then I'll be out and I'll be again doing the same thing. You know.
But that's not the point.
Because we don't have any other option.
Do you not worship?
But you know, Mr. Shaw, to be honest with you,
Let me
to be
ask you a
honest with
question.
I don't like
Do you
doing all these
worship?
things. Even I,
Do you do you worship?
Even I wanted to come to America and start my career over there and start a good profession and start a good business in America. But you know,
There's people that do
I
it
don't
every
know how to
day.
make a startup in America.
There's people that
I
do
was
it
needing
every
some
day.
investments.
There's people that do it every day. I used to work with a
But
guy
Mr.
named
Shaw-
Jacob Katakatapali. He come to America the right way. He got an education, he did his job, and he's a good person. There's no reason why you can't do the same
I'm
thing.
also a good person once you'll meet me.
I'm
But
not
you know
saying
what?
you're a
It
bad
took a
person.
lot
I'm not
to,
judging you.
take
What
it
I'm
to
saying
go
is
to the
what you're
United
doing
States
is wrong.
Embassy and apply for a visa and then come to America and set up all those things because I don't know you American peoples how you would treat Indians.
Yeah, but you're making your country, you're making you and your people look bad by your actions of stealing from people.
No.
You're
My
tarnishing
peoples are
your
already very
culture.
bad. Nobody is good. Nobody is good over here. Everybody's bad. To live in this world, you need to be bad.
Why? Is that what your God says? Is that what you pray to? Your God
Yeah.
says that you need to be bad?
No, I don't believe in God.
Okay,
We are
well,
not
who do
able
you
to take your
believe in?
call right
Which?
now. Goodbye.
Well, there you have it, guys. Nothing like a good conversation. Until the next one. Peace.